Vocabulary for Ecumenopolis. The whole world is urban, a jungle, a desert oasis, a village in the north, a resort by the sea. We all live in the same city, not cities that resemble one another, but the same. It is in this same city where one finds familiar toothpaste brands and fashion retailers, where one is able to navigate metro systems and find Wi-Fi signals. The same city that is prey to the territorial techniques of late capitalism, the same gentrification steps, the same city that is drawn in GIS, AutoCAD and seen through the eyes of Google Street View, the same city that you just Instagrammed, a walled city whose last frontier is the stratosphere. The whole world is one total city. Welcome to Ecumenopolis. Speculative urban share. Much like in the financial market, speculative urban shares are a unit of account for various investments taking on urban form, a built and inhabited currency, erected to meet an unprecedented demand for dwellings. This typology often takes on monumental scale, and their appearance are often a sign of an imminent burst of a real estate bubble, a spatial manifestation of speculative financial landscapes. They are characterized by their eerie forms, ghostly enclaves surrounded by hinterland that lack future provisions due to their speculative nature. Yet, at times, preventing all abandonment, their surroundings are maintained, in all their emptiness, hoping for a value property growth. Voided development holes. Ruined territories surrounded by built matrix. Spaces that look invalid for human inhabitation at a first glance, colonized by pioneering urban plant communities and rubbish, witnesses of random, often paralegal, encounters, a infrastructure of holes in the urban fabric, voided spaces as a result of wars. Places that are used today as containment weapons, political tools to prevent communities from moving into an area. Historical bystanders of a long-gone time or speculative building developments in the future. The voided development holes, more than mere scars, present a soil for opportunities. They are biomarkers of the territorial anatomy, indicators of invisible agendas under the public eye. Vehicular entertainment zone. The lack of private space and suitable entertaining centers, as well as a late emancipation age, make the car a new typology of intimate space, a framework for romance and entertainment without having to answer to familial queries or constraints. The mobile nature of cars means that this space can be transposed to idyllic settings, offering a view of nature or of the urban environment and, above all, much coveted privacy. Vehicular entertainment zones are destinations in themselves, where the parking lot does not become a means to an end, but the end in itself. If larger crowds are to be gathered, the boot of the car can serve as a platform, the new coffee table. Discount emptiness empire. The rise of online retail, the expansion of large international franchises and the decreased purchasing power in certain parts of the world following the 2008 recession, have resulted in a bizarre cocktail of empty and semi-abandoned shopping centers. The high street became the mall, which then became the internet browser. This metamorphosis in the patterns of consumption has left voids of capital and urban centers, voids waiting to be reinvented as dwellings, storage units, offices or creative hubs, a bulldozer of the traditional use of the mall. Subversively expanded boundaries. A demarcation between two urban or natural bodies, in which a new zone emerges, hosting a series of unexpected activities in the open air, challenging traditional taxonomies of private or public space. Whereas it might be of public or private property, it is normally closed off, inaccessible, rendering its use a subversive act. The geography, location and topography of the space determines how and which bodies that are to inhabit in appropriate this liminal territory. Hairdressing, cruising, eating, napping, urinating, dating, are all activities that take place in subversively expanded boundaries. However, conscious of the public gaze, these private moments are tuned and modified accordingly to operate within these open-air spaces. Attic for trophies. Spaces where elements of a distant past are stored and displayed. A place of heritage synchronicities, dissonance, where memories of past regimes are mixed with rusty fun-fair attractions. A hodgepodge of historical styles, where former monuments and attractions are put to rest whilst other urban enclaves are being refurbished and upgraded. Attic for trophies is a patchwork of urban leftovers and public art monuments catering for unprivileged publics, audiences that, much like the objects on display, have been left out and stored and helplessly forgotten. In this planet-wide city, new strategic situations emerge, a series of spatial strategies that require a new lexicon, new tactics of inhabitation that, like franchised fast food chains, can be exported to different areas of this planetary city. The urban fabric in our world has transcended the concrete and the mere inhabitation of the territory. Beyond the built environment, the urban space is continued through intricate networks of stock exchanges, flight routes, data servers, internet cables, Facebook friends and international financial remittances. The urban and the rural have ceased to exist as opposite binaries to be dissolved into one, the total city. In the era of the Anthropocene there are no cities, there is just a cosmopolis, an all-embracing Ecumenopolis.